بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن والاه أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Hadith number 68 is from Umar رضي الله عنه عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال لا يسأل الرجل فيما ضرب امرأته رواه أبو داود وغيره. The hadith mentions that the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم said a man should not be questioned لا يسأل الرجل فيما ضرب امرأته. He should not be questioned in regards to why he hit his wife or for the reason that caused him to hit his wife. And this hadith is similar, or it's on the same theme as one of the previous hadith that we spoke about, where the Prophet ﷺ said, "Min husni Islam al-mar'i tarkuhu ma la ya'nih." From the perfection of a person's Islam is that he abandons or leaves off that which does not concern him. So, what does this hadith mean? Why should a person not question a man who had beaten his wife? The reason for this is that it's from su'ul adab, it's not from good akhlaq and ethics and morals for us to inquire about that which does not concern us. So if we find out about a couple that had a big fallout, they had some khilaf between them, and the man may have hit the woman, it's not permissible for us to then do an investigation. Try to find out, but why did he do this? What happened? What was the reason, the cause for this? Because this may lead to us finding out information that's not befitting for us to know. That's not befitting for us to know. And the scholars said that only if a person is from Ahlul Islah, meaning if he's a person who can actually help this couple reform their ways, help them resolve their issues, and they agree to this, they agree to him getting involved and being of assistance, then he can take the matter further. But otherwise, if we have issues between people, we should not engage or we should not involve ourselves into these issues. Ibn Qudama al-Maqdisi rahimahullah ta'ala, he said on this hadith that the reason could be for this prohibition, and you should not question a man for why he hit his wife, is because قَدْ يَضْرِبُهَا لِأَجْلِ الْفِرَاشِ. It could be that he hit her due to the firash. The firash is the bed, which means perhaps the woman was withholding intercourse. And so for this reason, the husband, he hit her lightly. And so if you question the man about this, he would then be shy to relate this type of information. This is not something that we speak out of the house. And if he doesn't want to inform you of this, he may end up lying. So this type of questioning is something that is therefore frowned upon. Wallahu a'lam. To end off, we have to clarify what is meant by a man hitting his wife. In Surah An-Nisa, verse 34, Allah Azza wa Jal, He said, وَاللَّاتِي تَخَافُونَ نُشُوزَهُنَّ فَعِظُوهُنَّ وَهْجُرُوهُنَّ فِي الْمَضَاجِعِ وَاضْرِبُوهُنَّ. Which means, as for those women on whose part you see ill conduct, if maybe a woman that is disrespectful to her husband, does not obey his instructions, that has no respect for her husband, then Allah said, فَعِظُوهُنْ. Number one, admonish them. Firstly, advise them. Give them nasiha. وَهْجُرُوهُنْ. Next, if they do not accept, they don't change their ways, then refuse to share their beds. وَهْجُرُوهُنْ means do not sleep with them. Sleep separately from them. Do not show them intimacy and affection. Rather, you should distance yourself from them when it comes to the bed. And then Allah said, وَاضْرِبُوهُنْ. So, وَهْجُرُوهُنَّ فِي الْمَضَاجِعِ means refuse to share the bed. And then Allah said, وَاضْرِبُوهُنْ. And lastly, beat them lightly. And the scholars then added to this, if you see benefit in this. If you see benefit in this, then you are allowed to beat her lightly. If she disobeys your commands, if she rebels, and so forth. But what's meant by this part of the verse, beat them? Al-Hasan al-Basri rahimahullah, he said, this means that it should not cause pain. So you hit them in such a way that they are not physically abused, that they are not feeling pain, where they end up, in tears, where they feel that they are physically abused. This is not permissible. This is not what the ayah means. Ata rahimahullah, he said, I said to Ibn Abbas, the Sahabi radiallahu anhuma, what is the kind of hitting that is not harsh? He said, hitting with a siwak and the like. So you hit her with what we call a miswak or a siwak, the toothstick, lightly, and something similar to this. So this again shows that you are not beating her physically. You're not hitting her with a fist, or slapping her, or beating her with a huge stick or a baseball bat or something similar. This would then fall under physical abuse, and this is of course haram. This would be haram. So what's meant by the verse is you beat them lightly in a way to show them that you are unhappy, that you are upset, and this is the last of the means. After this, the matter could become more serious. It could even lead to divorce. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal to protect us from this. But this is the method that Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned in this verse, that a husband should use when he has a wife that is rebellious, that a wife that does not listen. He should advise firstly, then move to not sharing the bed, and then thirdly, if he feels that it will be of benefit, he is allowed to hit her lightly, as explained, that does not cause pain, and so forth. Wallahu a'lam, wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Subhanak Allahumma wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.